Welcome to Early Bird Picker. My name is Rafa. I'm a reseller, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and Amazon. Currently in the Early Bird Picker nest, which means this is a what sold video for the weekend. Let's get started. Sold! Vintage Butcher Boy butcher block, nearly 12 by 12 inches. Super heavy, 6.5 pounds. Solid wood. Purchase price $3 at a garage sale. Sold Facebook Marketplace for $60, free shipping. It's in the 5 to 10 pound category, and so that means shipping is going to cost me $20 to send this item. So my takeaway is $40. So at the end of the day, flipping my $3 into 40. Sold. I have no idea why, but one of my absolute favorite items to resell, Bubba Keg. 72 ounces, olive green, paid $1, sold on eBay, $10 plus shipping. Not for sale. Sold. Star Wars Funko Pop Escape Pod Landing, movable heads. Paid $3 at Goodwill, sold 11 plus shipping on eBay. Sold. Purchased in a lot. Purchase price per hat 43 cents. Mesh all around. Firestone patch logo. Vintage. Flat bill. Snapback. Broken snapback. Sold $15 plus shipping. Shipping at USPS first class mail in a box. I knew when I picked this hat up that the snapback was broken. It's my hunch that just like many other collectibles that people put on display only, that someone might want this vintage hat just for display only. This hat, had it been in like good working condition with the snapback, would have gone for probably $40 plus shipping. I originally listed this hat for a little bit higher. I've been back to work and I'm working a lot more hours. Like so many other resellers that do this part-time, there's fluctuations in when you're able to do your eBay, do your listings, your shipping, and when you have a full-time job that you're committed to and eBay is your side hustle, obviously eBay comes second. And so due to that, my listing has suffered. I had a YouTube viewer, special shout out to My Journey Is Not Your Journey, commented on my video and suggested to help keep my store active that I end some of my listings and then relist them. I'd heard of doing that in the past, but I'd really forgotten about it, and it was a great suggestion. This was one of 3 items that I tested that with. So I ended this item and I relisted it. I did relist it at a lower price, but somehow it refreshed my store. I had a lot of sales today. It sold for $15 plus shipping for a broken hat. And so I'm super pleased with this. I'm so thankful. Thank you so much for that idea. The next thing that sold is also something that was broken. With the hat, I knew ahead of time when I bought it that it was broken. This thing I didn't. Sold. This is a vintage Space Maker like pencil box, and these can actually bring some decent money, you know, if you're only buying them for $1 or something, which in my situation, I paid $1. This one's oversized, sold $7 plus shipping with a crack in it. Probably should have sold for 15 to 20 plus shipping if it had been free of damage. Sold. Paid $19, Goodwill, sold $40 plus shipping. I knew ahead of time I'd likely just double my money, but the sell-through was really good on them, and so I just couldn't pass them up. Sold. Vintage Sony Handycam with accessories, blank media, charger, does not include the bag. Paid $5, garage sale. Sold $45 plus shipping. 4 parts or not working condition. When you're a reseller, you definitely have to know your strengths and weaknesses. You for sure want to work on your weaknesses, but sometimes it's just good to know what your weaknesses are so that you can move past them. In my situation, I am pretty bad with electronics, technology, just things like that in general. I get really frustrated when they don't work really fast, and in this situation, I went to test the Sony Handycam. I was expecting that it'd be like one of those Handycams that have like the little flaps that you open up where you can see the screen, but that's newer technology. This is a really really old one that doesn't have that. And once I realized it didn't have that, I was just like lost for how to even test it because I didn't know how to tell if it was turning on. I didn't want to open the brand new blank media that came with it to test it. And so once I had spent probably 15 or 20 minutes scratching my head looking for a YouTube video, which I couldn't find any for this model, I decided that I was going to just list it in 4 parts or not working condition. I probably could have gotten maybe like 60 to 75 if it had been working, but the time that I invest and the frustration level that I was going to invest to me was just not worth it. And so I flipped my 5 into 45 plus shipping. I am totally okay with that. I avoid the frustration and I pass this on to somebody else, hopefully again that it's working. But if it's not, it's okay because in the condition it said that it was 4 parts or not working. You'll see with the electronics, that's often a strategy that I use because like I said, I'm just not good with electronics. I don't like testing them. When it comes to video games, I only have one video game console. And so let's say I'm picking up Guitar Hero guitars. A lot of times I only pick up the ones that will sell for really good money in untested 4 parts not working condition, and I'm just happy with that amount of profit versus what it would be worth, you know, for working condition, because I avoid testing it. It's super easy. You just take your pictures and ship it. You don't have to worry about that middle part, which to me is a really kind of nice break. The reason why I'm not selling this with the bag is I compared sold listings that included a bag and ones that did not, and the selling price was not significantly higher for ones that did have a bag. However, this bag is a pretty heavy one. It weighed a couple pounds and it drove the price up of shipping really, really high. And so I figured I'd have a better chance of selling just the unit with the accessories without the bag, and it did end up selling. For the bag, I was hoping that I could resell the bag by itself. However, it's only worth like $8 or $9 in used condition. Only a few of this Mohawk camera bag have sold, and there's a lot listed. So knowing that, I'm honestly just gonna redonate. Another good sale for the evening. Sold. If you don't know, this Decon mouse poison can be really good if you can find the kind that is discontinued. The kind that is discontinued has the Brodifacophcum or something like that. You'll see it on the label. You want to buy them sealed, obviously. I think I found them in a pack of 3 before, and I got like 40 or 50 bucks. It's insane what people are willing to pay for this on eBay. The deal is, though, you're not allowed to ship these to California. Whenever I tried to list my item on eBay, eBay sent back a message stopping me from listing it until I put that in the item description. So the 2 times that I found these, I found them at estate sales. A lot of times they're just looked over because most people have no clue that they're worth pretty good money. This one was actually a throw-in at the garage sale that I went to like 2 or 3 weekends ago. Sold for $14.99 plus shipping on eBay. Shipping at USPS first class mail. BOLO. One more sale to top off the Friday evening. Sold. We've got a vintage 1980s Gatorade snapback meshback trucker hat. From the looks of it, overall in the front, pretty good condition. It's got the patch. I always love the ones that have the patches. This was a hat that I bid on highbid.com. It was in a lot of hats. The reason why I bid on the lot was to get this particular hat. It had really good resale value. Unfortunately, on that website, they don't put a ton of pictures. Let me show you the downfall. On a lot of vintage older hats, the front panel has a foam panel. And so as you can see, as I hold this up to the light, the foam is cracked. When the foam has cracked like that, that means it starts to crumble. And that is just something that you don't want in a vintage hat. A lot of times in vintage trucker hats with a foam front panel that's degraded or cracked like that, the foam just goes everywhere, just starts crumbling, and it's really messy, and no one wants that, honestly. Well, for the most part, no one wants that. This hat did just sell, but this was a highly sought after hat. This hat can sell for well over $100. Because mine was in poor condition due to the front panel, the foam issue, I listed mine for a pretty low price on eBay compared to everybody else's. There's currently 2 others listed on eBay, one at $450 and then another at $80. The $80 hat said that it was in great condition. I knew I had to list mine under the $80 because of that, so I listed mine at $49.99, no offers accepted at all, and I didn't even promote it because I knew this was a really sought after hat and that it would sell. I was right, and it sold in just under 12 minutes. I probably should have asked a little bit more. At the end of the day though, 50 bucks for a used hat that might be unwearable because the foam is crumbling out of it, not mad about that. It's Saturday morning and we had 3 orders that came through overnight, 1 on Facebook Marketplace, 2 on eBay. For most of the year on Saturday mornings, I'm at garage sales. Garage sales are my absolute favorite thing to do. But in the wintertime in Oklahoma, they're kind of hit and miss. I didn't see any that looked just really, really good. And to be really honest, my garage is really overloaded with unlisted items that I've picked up from thrifting. And so I decided to kind of sleep in this morning. And then if I don't go to garage selling, my goal is to get to the post office to get my items shipped that came through from like Friday afternoon and evening and Saturday morning, and try to unload some of those, because to be honest, the post office that I go to in the small town where I work, they don't super love it when I come in with bags and bags of items on Monday morning. And so I try as much as possible to get rid of a couple bags. I take it to the post office like Saturday before noon, and so my shipping haul on Monday is not quite as large. Let's get to picking. Sold. Skeeter fishing boats, snapback, used condition, Tonkin tag, red pinstripes. Purchase price $25. This was one of my mom's picks. Sold 15, free ship, Facebook Marketplace. Shipping cost $5, total takeaway $10. Ships USPS first class mail under a pound. Sold. Heister, vintage snapback, flat bill, defects. Completely degraded foam inside front panel. It's crumbling out. This was from my whole lot of bad buys. Purchase price $12.15 per hat. Sold on eBay, $15 plus shipping. This is a situation that I hate being in, where I'm just trying to recoup the money that I put into it, not even really concerned about making a profit, just trying to get back what I put in. Sold. Nike Kobe 11s, rare mango color, really mixed condition, which was kind of confusing. Excellent condition upper, outsole very good condition, missing insoles, really strange wear on the collar. Purchase price $19 at Goodwill. I did something with this shoe that I never do with shoes. I auction them. Every time I'm making my listing, of course, I'm looking for a template of somebody else's to use so that I'm not having to build mine from scratch. And so my routine is I sort the sold ones by the highest price plus shipping, and then that's typically the template that I would use is one similar to one that had sold for top money. For most items, I also check to see the selling format, whether it was auction or buy it now. This almost never happens. For this particular shoe in this particular color, the highest selling prices were auction, and so I decided to auction mine. Had these been in really nice condition with the insoles and not that inner collar wear, I probably would have gotten $80 or $90 for them. Auction sold, $49.99 plus shipping. Ended up doubling my money on this one, and with the $19 purchase price, I'm okay with that. So it's Saturday night and I've got some work ahead of me. Had 3 sales that came through that I got out to the post office this morning. I had 8 more sales come through this afternoon and evening. Compared to most weeks, I've been much less active on eBay and Facebook Marketplace as far as listing goes during the week, but I hit it hard last night, and today I've been doing a lot of listing, a lot of taking pictures, and just being really active on both sites. And all I can say is I've woken the algorithms on both sites. Can't believe how many sales I had today. 11 today. That's more than I remember having in a really long time. Honestly, not for a huge total dollar amount. I think we're over a couple $100. Today is by no means a top sales dollar day, but it is a really top day as far as the number of items I'm shipping out. The algorithms that run both eBay and Facebook Marketplace are like fascinating to me. If you don't believe in them, try taking a week off of listing and then go hard listing as much as you can and see if your sales don't come through. You could just say, because I'm listing more, of course I'm going to sell more because I have more items for sale. Those are getting fresh eyes, the brand new products. That's just not the case though. What's selling in a lot of situations are things that I listed weeks, possibly even months ago. And so there really is something to these algorithms that run eBay and Facebook Marketplace. Once you trigger them, it's like all your listings get populated at a higher rate and people just see them more. Let me give you, for example, the first thing that sold tonight is a lot of 3 Starbucks mugs. I had someone message me on Facebook Marketplace if I would take just 1 mug out of the 3 and sell her just the 1 mug. And I was kind of interested in this, kind of not, because I knew if I did that, I'd have to go back and edit both my listings. It would hurt the resale value of the 2 mugs that remained, just like a lot of work involved. And I wanted to know what the person's offer was going to be, if it would be worth it. So I messaged, what would you like to offer for just the 1 mug? And in the meantime, within just a minute or two, somebody else messaged me and said they'd like to buy that same lot of 3 mugs, and they went ahead and bought the same lot of 3 mugs. And so there's definitely something to the algorithm. It's like once somebody views your listing, somehow it triggers more people to view it, and it just gets seen, you know, more widespread. And so I wish I had more time on my hands, just more spare time where I could really dig into, you know, what triggers the algorithm, what makes it work, what makes it tick. It's fascinating to me. Moving forward into the next few weeks, I want to keep my sales active, keep my eBay store moving, and so I have 2 strategies. The first strategy is the one that I talked about earlier, where I'm going to some of my old listings that just haven't seen any action, they're not moving. I'm going to end the item and then relist the item, likely at a lower price, just because they weren't selling at a certain price. You might as well lower the price a little bit if they've been there for months. And so that alone triggers the eBay algorithm that you've got, you know, fresh things coming into your store. And so that's my first strategy. The second strategy I have is I'm trying to get ahead in picture taking. My strategy for listing is kind of like an assembly line, a one-man assembly line. I do all of my photos for hours and hours and hours, and I batch them up. And then I figure out how much the item's gonna weigh, and then I have all those photos stored away in my cell phone, and then when I go to list, I just start picking them off one by one, working my way up. So the second strategy I have for really trying to keep the eBay algorithm going is during the week, I really don't have time to be taking photos and figuring out what items weigh so that I can list them, but the strategy is to get ahead on the weekend and take so many photos that through the week, I have some photos sitting there where each day, if I can even list just like 3 items from those photos that are sitting there ready to be listed and uploaded, that would be awesome, and that'd be another way to keep the eBay algorithm going. Those are the 2 strategies that I'm going to try to do this week to see if it'll increase my sales, and we'll find out. All right, since we got 8 things to ship out, we better get to it. Sold. Sold and sold. Lot of 3 Starbucks You Are Here collection mugs. Florida, Kentucky, Arizona. Sold $50 free ship Facebook Marketplace. Shipping cost $12 for the 5-pound rate. Takeaway $38. Purchase price per unit 88 cents. Total of $264 invested in this lot. If you're a newer subscriber to my channel, first of all, welcome. Thank you so much for viewing my channel. It means so much to me that anybody would watch my reselling content. It really keeps me going making the videos. I love making them, and it's really cool to see feedback from people. I'll take this moment to let you know that I do videos of just packing and shipping. Last week, I did a video packing and shipping of these Starbucks collection mugs. It was a set of 4. This is a set of 3. But if you're needing some tips how to ship and pack ceramic coffee mugs, check out my video. I'll throw up the picture here of the thumbnail of the YouTube video, and I'll try to remember to put the link in the description. You can go check out that video and see how I go about packing and shipping ceramic coffee mugs, and I'm hoping that they get to the buyer in excellent condition. Sold. Carhartt carpenter pant, size 33 by 34, dungaree fit. Very good condition. Paid $6, Goodwill. Sold in less than 5 minutes on Facebook Marketplace. $30 free ship. Shipping cost $8. Total takeaway $22. Flip my 6 into 22 on these. Not a major profit at all. Carhartt brand is just so popular and in right now, I just couldn't pass them up. When I first looked up sold comps, I saw that some of these were selling for $39.99 plus shipping on eBay. Somehow I wound up on Carhartt's website, and this exact pant is selling for $39.99, brand new condition, free shipping. Because of that, I just didn't feel right charging $39.99 plus shipping for used pants when someone could get the same exact thing brand new with free shipping. So I ended up listing these for quite a bit less than I had originally thought I was going to get to list them for, but at the end of the day, they sold in less than 5 minutes. One of my favorite things is fast flips. I just like that immediate acknowledgement that I made a really good pick, something that somebody wants, and it's really cool when something sells really fast. I love it. Moving on to the eBay sales. Sold. Lot of 2 Starbucks holiday Christmas mugs. Ceramic and stainless steel. Cost of goods for the pair, $2.50. Sold $12 plus shipping, eBay. I feel like I say this all the time about the things that I sell, but flipping mugs is another one of my absolute favorite categories to resell. It definitely takes more time to do the shipping because you have to be so careful with how you package it and everything. I have no idea why I like selling mugs, I just do. So for the most part, how I try to do my reselling, I mainly do it as a hobby. Of course, the extra money is awesome, but for the most part, it's mainly just for fun. And so I try to focus what I'm buying on things that I just really get enjoyment out of reselling. Sold! Callaway Golf Polo, new with tags, embroidery, Phenom by Embraer. I did a little bit of looking into this. I'm pretty sure that is like some type of airplane made by a company, and so I have no idea why this shirt's embroidered with that, but it's new with tags and someone wanted it. Cost of goods, $1 at my honey hole picking place. Sold, 18 plus shipping, eBay. Ships in a clear poly, then a mailing poly. Sold! New Balance Women's Behringer 890 V3. Absolute excellent condition. Cost of goods, $5 at a garage sale. Sold, 15 plus shipping. I've had these shoes for months. The 890 V3 is not one of New Balance's most popular shoes by any stretch of the imagination. Even though these were in absolute excellent condition, they only sold for $15, still making profit. I've passed by more of these since I've had this pair in stock. When it comes to used shoes, the condition doesn't get much nicer than this, and these still took forever to sell. Sold! Segoy, women's cycling jersey, new with tags, pockets or bottle holders, reflective, cost of goods, $5, Goodwill. Sold, $12 plus shipping, USPS first class mail. Sold! Eddie Bauer, Goose Down, Puffer Vest, men's size small, 700 fill. The higher the number of the fill, the higher the warmth weight, the higher the quality, the higher resale value typically. You'll really see that come into play, Patagonia, North Face. Two things hurt the resale value of this jacket. Men's size small. That's just a really small market. Minor defect, down coming out of this hole in the vest. Cost of goods, $9, Goodwill. Sold, $25 plus shipping, eBay. Sold! Mizuno Wave Creation, model number 20. Selling high-end specialty running shoes is my #1 specialty and area of knowledge. I worked in a specialty running store for a decade. Anytime I sell specialty running shoes, I like to add just a few things that you can add to your toolbox. So when you're looking for selling running shoes, you know when you're looking at a more regular pair or a higher end pair. Like products of almost any category, running shoes are grouped into different tiers. The very top tiers, pretty much 1, 2, and 3, you'll only find at specialty retail running stores. And online, of course. For the top 3 tiers, high-end specialty running shoes, the retail price is going to range from about $130 to $200. When you're flipping high-end specialty running shoes, the resale value boils down to 3 things. Original retail, condition, that counts for a lot of things, and age or model that you're looking at. You may find a high-end specialty running shoe that originally retailed for $150 to $160, but if that shoe is like 7 to 8 years old, it's likely that you're still only going to get like $20 to $30 at most for it, even if the original MSRP was super high. So if you're going to flip specialty running shoes, you just got to get used to looking up what the most current model is, and that can be found on the manufacturer's website. Or what I do a lot of the times, if I don't just know it off the top of my head, I start typing in the model name into eBay, and a lot of times the model number pops up at the top of the list, and so that's pretty much how you know what the most current one is. I plan on making a whole series about flipping high-end specialty running shoes, but I just want to give you guys a few tips that I know just off the top of my head that majorly affect what price you're going to get for your running shoes. Mizuno is definitely a specialty running shoe brand. Their trademark technology for cushioning is this wave plate that they put into the midsole. The idea is that those waves disperse the impact when someone strikes their heel down when running. And recognizing Mizuno shoes is really easy. No other shoe on the market has that wave plate that you'll start to recognize. Some shoe brands make super high-end running specialty shoes, and then they make moderate ones, and then they make lower ones. They make everything in between. When it comes to Mizuno, they pretty much just deal with the higher-end specialty running shoes. So if you're looking at a Mizuno running shoe, your best bet is that it probably had a pretty high initial MSRP. This is the Mizuno Wave Creation. It's the 20th model. It is the current model that is on Mizuno's website right now. The MSRP for it is $170. It is their highest end neutral running shoe. Just like any product, there's technology involved in running shoes. There's probably between 10 and 20 different brands that make high-end specialty running shoes. Unless you work exclusively in the industry, it'd be basically impossible to stay up on every single shoe that is current in the market today. But if you are up to date and current on the new technology of specialty running shoes, you can kind of get by the fact that you don't know what the current model is just because you know how to recognize the current technology. Within about the last 2 to 3 years, all brands, high-end specialty running shoes have started making knit uppers. Being that this is the current model high-end neutral running shoe from Mizuno, this one has a knit upper. The idea is it's stretchy, more like a sock. It's supposed to be just friendlier to the foot and a lot more comfortable. Let's compare it to that New Balance one that we just sold earlier tonight. This has a mesh upper, very little stretch. This one's got a lot of stretch, not near as much. So when picking high-end specialty running shoes, be on the lookout for the stretchy knit upper that will immediately clue you in that you're looking at a high-end running shoe that is new to the market and probably worth picking up if at a good price. Purchase price $13, Goodwill, some defects, overall good condition on the tread. Sold $30 plus shipping, eBay. I'm surprised this one didn't sell for more, but at the end of the day, Mizuno is just really not that popular of a company. While they do make really high-end, high-quality shoes, the demand for them is just not great in the market right now. Since these shoes did have some flaws, I'm totally happy with the $30 plus shipping. It's early Sunday afternoon in the Early Bird Picker nest. We had 4 orders come through, 3 on eBay, 1 on Facebook Marketplace. Let's knock out the bad buy first. Sold. Lot of 1, 2, 3, 4 cotton cordell fishing lures. Total cost of goods $12. Sold on auction 99 cents plus shipping. Definitely a bad buy. Sold. New with tags, Hanes Her Way, black 50/50 crew neck sweater. Vintage 1996 with Olympic co-branding. Cost of goods $5. Sold 18 plus shipping. USPS first class mail. Packaged first in a clear poly, shipped in a poly. Sold. FedEx ground, reflective, hooded, jacket. Cost of goods $9. Sold 80 plus shipping, eBay. Company workwear can have awesome resale value. I think there's probably a collector's market for it, but in this circumstance, the buyer is a contractor for FedEx and he just simply needed a winter jacket. FedEx jacket made by Stan Herman. Awesome sell-through on this jacket with very few listed. Most of these sell for about 70 to 90 plus shipping. When I listed mine about a week ago, none were listed that were similar to mine in my size. So I decided to list it super high, $150, with offers turned on to allow offers as low as $100. The jacket set with only getting watchers. I can't stand when I know that I have good inventory and it just sits. I relisted the item for $100 with best offers turned on down to $90. Someone sent me a message asking if I'd take 70. In the spirit of quick flips, I replied with an offer $80 plus shipping. They accepted, sold in less than 3 hours today. Sold. Polo Ralph Lauren, size large, custom fit, long sleeve, unique vibrant color, green pony, excellent overall condition. Cost of goods $5.50, Goodwill. Sold Facebook Marketplace $25, free ship, $5 shipping rate, takeaway $20. Sold in under 2 hours. What's really interesting, on eBay, this particular style of shirt in used condition typically goes for like 10 to 15 plus shipping. I've done really well on Facebook Marketplace with these Polo Ralph Laurens, and I can get more money for them, which is really interesting. Sunday evening, 2 more eBay sales. Sold. Captain Morgan, snapback, embroidered logo, vintage hat. Purchased in a hat lot for $12.15 per hat. Sold 14 plus shipping, eBay. Shipping at the 10-ounce USPS first class mail rate. Sold. Solomon X Mission 3 women's trail running shoe. Retail price $115. A second to third tier specialty running trail shoe. Cost of goods, $9, Goodwill. Sold, $25 plus shipping, eBay. Salomon pretty much only makes specialty high-end running shoes. You don't find too many lower price shoes from them. Special feature about Salomon shoes, they have this quick lace system. What makes a trail running shoe different than a road running shoe? The outsole will have more aggressive lugs. This allows for better grip and traction when going up and down different terrains. So definitely activated the eBay algorithm for the weekend. Really super happy with my sales. One more thing came through. Sold. Vintage Signal sports tag, wolf t-shirt, single stitch arm sleeve, single stitch bottom hem as well. That's worth noting because sometimes vintage t-shirts have single stitch, but maybe only on the arm sleeve, but not the bottom hem. And so this one has it on both, and so I hope that I mentioned it in the item description. Dated 1992, front graphic print, and back. Wolves are really popular right now for vintage t-shirts. This shirt had a ton of views. The condition wasn't awesome. It finally sold. Cost of goods, $3, Goodwill. Sold, $19.99 plus shipping on eBay. Thanks so much for watching Early Bird Picker Weekend What Sold video. If you've made it this far in the video, please help me and my channel out. Hit the like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Leave me a comment if you want. You can find me on Instagram, Early Bird Picker. If you want to see my eBay store, it is in the description of this video. It's Rafa's Best Finds. That's R-A-F-A-S, Best Finds. If you're a reseller and you have any strategies that you know of for triggering the eBay algorithm to work in your favor for sales, drop a comment below so that we can all give it a try, see if it works for us too. As always, I'll see all y'all on the next video.